Mr. Stepford? Mr. Stepford? I can't figure that out.
Okay. Meine Idee ist gerade den Bach runtergespült worden. Knochensäge.
I can't figure that out. Mr. Stepford? Mr. Stepford? Nope, he hasn't got anything I can use. Not unless I want a really lousy suit.
Kann ich nicht? Also das beweist meiner Meinung nach schon mal, dass Stepford es auch nicht sein kann, weil Stepford würde hier deaktiviert werden. Versteht ihr, was ich meine? Ich hab's gerade gesehen, tut mir leid. Okay, so habe ich das so verwendet? Tut mir leid, ich musste nachschauen. Weil... Ah... Okay, gut. Also das Runterladen ist fehlgeschlagen, okay. Kann ich... Von dem da oben, kann ich von dem da oben das runterladen? Geht das? Oder Moment, kann ich das hier runterladen?
It's too badly damaged to get anything useful out of it.
Okay, dann versuchen wir es mal mit dem anderen. Okay. Soll ich das bei ihm versuchen oder nicht? Ich versuch's mal einfach. Bei ihm, weil er ist ja augmentiert.
It's got no personality to split.
Okay. Dann laden wir das hier hoch.
Hey, who's that?
So, Error. Was passiert denn, wenn ich Error... Nein, Moment. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, wie das funktioniert richtig. Also, Gedanken von Error, Rolle, Stepford und Personalität, Wache.
Excuse me.
Gut, dann machen wir das nochmal mit Stepford. Ich wollte jetzt schauen, ob die kaputte Wache irgendetwas sagen kann. Jetzt ist das Störgeräusch in der Aufnahme, scheiße. Aber gut. Persönlichkeit Stepford, Erinnerungen Stepford, Rolle Stepford.
My word, this is a peculiar experience.
Mr. Stepford,
Oh my, yes. Thank you for your assistance, Dr. Regis.
do you know what happened? The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated with a high-intensity magnetic field. No doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign in that kitchen, oh my.
So, synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly. Like working in a cloud of chlorine for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out Stepford as a suspect.
Tja, das habe ich ja gesagt. Jetzt erklärt sich aber auch, warum wir 3 Beweise sammeln müssen, weil es gibt 2 Leute. Aber okay. Ja, ich habe die Knochensäge auf alles verwendet, was ich dachte, außer an einer Sache. Also, mein Gedanke war schon richtig, nur nicht an lebenden oder synthetischen.
Ugh. Here goes.
Ii. Gut, jetzt haben wir eine Falle. So, und Und jetzt fangen wir die Fischchen mal.
Gotcha.
Jetzt haben wir ein Licht. Ein Licht, uns zu führen. Aber was für ein cooles Rätsel das eigentlich ist. Du musst Menschenfleisch an genetisch veränderte Leuchtfische verfüttern. Dadurch machen Adventure-Rätsel viel mehr Sinn. So, jetzt mal sehen, was wir hier haben, Schönes. Rucksack, schön.
The bomber's bag.
Unterstützungsmaterialien, eine handgeschriebene Notiz. Okay, Notiz an den Bomber.
A crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says,
Die Zeit ist gekommen, heute Nacht, 22 Uhr, 11:81 Shenley. Serviceeingang C auf dem Dach. Ich werde dir von innen öffnen. GBWU. GBWU? GBW. GBWU. Gibt's hier noch irgendwas? Es leuchtet doch etwas, aber es ist scheinbar nichts, okay?
Ow! Hey, that's sharp. A crumpled note.
Doch, ich habe eine Idee,
Nah.
Mist! 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 Mist. Und ich habe die Knochensäge noch.
Nah.
Okay.
Wow,
Ow!
you there?
Regis, I heard a blast. Is everything all right?
A bomber. Someone targeted this get-together.
Want me to call it in? Maybe now's when we should get Central involved.
No, I've got it covered for the time being. If Central asks, you know nothing.
Got it.
Das war nicht sehr hilfreich, aber laut, okay? Hä, wieso ist denn der Dings wieder da? Aber nicht in einem neuen Anzug. Gut, können wir ihn einfach fragen, ob er es getan hat? Weil er hat ja so ein Ding da oben. Oder kommt Regis da nicht drauf? Versuchen wir es mal.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
I've discovered how the bomber managed to get into the restaurant. Apparently, someone here let them in through the vent in the bathroom.
A sound approach. They can enter unseen if they did it before Mr. Stepford's men arrived.
Whoever opened it did a number on their hand. Left a lot of blood.
You wish to check my hands, Dr. Regis?
Nah, whoever it was will have slapped on a medipatch. Any visible injury will be gone in 10 minutes.
How unfortunate.
I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
Also dafür war dieses Spray, das hat dann wohl Stepford ist wieder da, okay. Mist, wieso stellt Regis nicht die Frage? Ja, wir haben die beiden offen. Wieso stellt Regis nicht einfach die Frage? Oder ist er modifiziert? Egal. Ich habe die Lösung ja leider schon gelesen.
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
What it say?
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say.
Ah, Dr. Regis, might I have a word in private? We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
Ja, jetzt habt ihr es ja gesehen, wer der Täter ist. Das ist sehr, 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 sehr schön. Ja.
Might be. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
Was? Aber warum? Also,
You killed Imogen, and almost got the rest of us as well.
I can assure you it wasn't my first choice, but a last resort.
Huh. You've been lying to us about your involvement. Why should I trust you? The governor's obviously not doing its job.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully,
You'd better have a real good reason for all this.
for various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
okay, ich muss zugeben, er hat mich reingelegt. Ja, wir haben die richtige Frage scheinbar schon mal gestellt. Das habe ich irgendwie wohl vergessen. Was hat er damit zu tun? Natürlich.
Of course. Things have gone downhill since he got involved in my case.
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
Ich habe jetzt so das Gefühl, also er ist ja der, mit dem wir am meisten übereinstimmen. Und Ranchu Man, oder wie er hieß, ist ja ein Arsch. Und man wünscht sich seinen Tod. Kann ich aber also er ist ja aber eigentlich unschuldig. Kann ich ihn als Schuldigen dafür einsetzen? Also jetzt ist auch erklärt, dass er Gil Vanderwall getötet hat. Das ist so eine Scheißsache. Nee. Nee. Ich werd ihn. Also er hat's ja getan. Ich werde ihn einfach rannehmen. Ich hoffe mal, die Menschen werden in der Lage sein, sich zu erheben, falls irgendwas mit Ran sein sollte.
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means. Please, consider what this means for the city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties.
Nee, wir haben schon gesagt, Counselor Dean, du fliegst raus.
The only conclusion possible is that Counselor Dean is responsible.
What?
My word.
Andrew, is this true?
See? He not say anything. Otherwise, he have to tell truth.
Yes, I am responsible. I acted to save my family from my mistakes. I joined this project to protect the city that I love. The rest of you are backstabbing cowards out to loot Newton for your own gain.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Counselor. That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
What are you doing? Wait, stop!
Poor dear Counselor Dean, tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised, the information you require. The man who has your kids, your mind-jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
The uptake reports came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
It would have taken months to get approval from the city council, so we used our own.
Yours. You and Charlie.
They're healthy, and they got all the right uptake markers.
Oh, I'm just kind of surprised Charlie agreed to it, given his previous line of work and all. You have told him, haven't you?
I was going to find a way.
That explains why he's on the warpath, then.
Oh, nuke me. How did he find out?
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not...
Get out! Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for Gengineering.
Ja, ich habe das gerade mal schnell angeklickt, weil ich habe ja schon vermutet, dass sie es getan hat. Also, wie soll man das sagen? Also, haben wir hier für sie entschieden, was wirklich die Wirklichkeit ist? Weil sie hat ja gesagt, das geht dich nicht an und jetzt ist er reingekommen. War das veränderbar oder nicht? Ich wollte nur sagen, kennt ihr das Gefühl, wenn ihr eine Entscheidung trefft und glaubt, alles falsch zu machen? Genauso habe ich mich bei Consular Dean gefühlt. Ich glaube aber auch irgendwie, das war egal. Also sobald Dean etwas getan hätte, womit die anderen nicht einverstanden wären, hätten sie ihn auch erledigt. Also, das war eine schwere Entscheidung. Gab es dann richtig und falsch? Ich weiß es nicht. Okay. Und jetzt finden wir heraus, dass die auch ein Arsch ist. Okay.
Charlie, calm down. You're making too big a deal out of this.
You think I'm overreacting? You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do.
Okay, ich dachte nicht, dass sie das sagt. Okay.
It's not as if we're bringing the embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by the alterations we're making.
We've already affected them by using them in this role.
Ich finde das gerade so großartig, dass wir jetzt quasi die Erklärung der, sag ich mal, Bösen, also der spielen. Also wir haben die ganze Zeit ja über Regis gespielt und davor haben wir immer versucht, das moralisch Richtige zu tun. Und jetzt spielen wir aber die er liebt, also seine Frau. Die redet dann mit Chigwa, die eigentlich ganz cool drauf war. Und jetzt müssen wir quasi die Arschlöcher beschützen vor ihm. Vielleicht ist er auch ein Riesenarschloch, wir werden sehen.
It's not as if we're bringing their
Okay, Entschuldigung.
You're mad because I didn't talk with you about it first.
No! Well, yes, I am, but that's not why I feel like this.
I understand it was a big decision. We've invested a lot of time and energy into having kids. I'd probably be upset in your position, but I'd have hoped you'd trust me to make choices for the both of us.
Oh God, you haven't understood what's wrong with this at all.
You know, sometimes your old world sensibilities are charming, but not this time. What is it they believe where you're from, that life begins at conception?
You know damn well what I've done with human gengineering in the past. I'm well past being able to object for moral reasons.
We're only using one, maybe two of the embryos we've got for the project. The other 4 are still stored at Alrecis.
It's not a matter of whether we can make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
Ich möchte hier gar nicht reden. Warum tue ich's dann? Tja, warum?
Have you seen the uptake results Dr. Chigwa recorded? We've got over 95% success. The neural tissue development is going to be phenomenal.
I don't give a damn about the results.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role.
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
You'll just have to deal with it.